You hate it when you get a new phone or mobile device and then you have to manually re-enter your contact information? Well, it's time consuming. But our next guest came up with a solution. You can simply bump your mobile device onto a new one and all the information is transferred. David Lieb is the co-founder of Bump Technologies, one of the major backers of his company's Mark Andreessen, who invested more than $16 million in that company in January. David himself was recognized by Bloomberg Businessweek as one of the best young tech entrepreneurs of the year. He joins us now live. Congrats, David. Do you want to put the business card makers out of business?
Originally, the first reason we built Bump was to solve that business card problem. I was a business school student at the University of Chicago. The first week of class, I was meeting all of these new classmates, and I just found myself manually typing in all of this information. So we built Bump to solve that problem originally, but since then, it has really expanded to lots of new stuff.
Yeah, and I see here that Bump, as you call it, simple name, straight to the point. It's Apple's 7th most popular free app. You've had over 100,000 downloads each day. I mean, what do you expect in terms of a growth trajectory?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, 2 years ago, we launched this just as a side project, hoping to get maybe 100,000 users, and now we're well over 35 million users.
Wow.
So it's been an amazing ride, and it's really, the growth is based on people telling their friends about the app and getting them to install it.
And it's not just going to remain on the Apple platform, is it?
No, we're already on Android as well.
Okay. So the data transfer system here seems pretty useful. I mean, are there other ways that you see growing the business using that?
Absolutely. We quickly expanded to photo exchange, and photo exchange is now the largest thing that people use Bump for. Every day we transfer about 1 million photos throughout our system. So yeah, what we've really hit upon is a way to use your mobile phone in the physical world and make it really simple and intuitive to do things in the real world.
Well, you built off of initially the Apple platform. Now you said you're on Android and the like. Have you ever talked to Apple directly? I mean, do you want to remain an owner of Bump?
We certainly do. We're trying to build an important independent company. We certainly have great partnerships with both the folks at Google and the folks at Apple. And the platforms that both of those companies have created have really made a company like ours, be able to exist in this market. And
you've had other businesses, though, build off of your creation here, off of Bump. I mean, how do you handle that? I was looking at some of the descriptions, some of them quite colorful, and I'm not talking about PayPal. That makes sense. Something
Yes.
called Boink.
Yeah, so pretty early on, people liked our technology, and we decided to create a way to spin out our technology so that other apps could build Bump into their own apps. So we've had, somewhere between 400 and 500 other companies use our API to build Bump into their systems. So PayPal is definitely one of the most important companies using it, but there are a wide variety, including Boink and some other really interesting apps.
Okay, I'll let everyone else Google that, figure out what that does. But tell me how you make money. Where's the revenue coming in from?
Right. So right now we're still building the product. We're focused on figuring out exactly what our users want, what the really important use cases of Bump are, and so we're really focused on that at the moment.
So when you download this app and you bump your phone against somebody else's, is there a way that you can almost accidentally transfer things? What is the security like?
Yeah, no, it's actually very secure. The communications with our server are all encrypted, using the same encryption standards that banks use. And actually, in order to bump with someone, you have to first launch the application and then physically bump your phones together. So it's actually quite secure, and our users actually like the idea of being in physical control of their information rather than kind of virtual control using, passwords or keywords and things like that.
So, David, I mean, we're looking at so many different companies going to the public markets. You said you want to remain in an ownership position. Do you even think of becoming a public company at any point?
It's not really something we think about. We're heads down building the product right now.
And your investors don't ask about that at this stage?
No, they are fully supportive of us, focusing on building a great product first. You look at all these companies that are beginning to IPO, they are all really important companies with great products. And so, if you don't have a great product and really understand your users, it doesn't matter what you do.
All right, David, congratulations on making the Business Week list, top young tech entrepreneur.